get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will get the ball first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Newton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Panthers offense has the ball for the 1st time, and they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. 1st down and more. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. The give on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Owen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. That's caught. It's Garcia. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on 3rd down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game calling plays.
Makes it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Volunteers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got his man on the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Davis looking to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. FIU will line up the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. There he goes. Open it up. And they'll get it. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Under fire. Snag in the middle. It's Gilmore. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he never had... It's just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here they come facing third and long from the 40. Davis will throw. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. On the run, it's Welch. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Got a man. It's Garcia. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
The Vols back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
FIU pushing tempo. Davis looking to pass. He'll try to do it himself. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. FIU set up with another 1st down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escape. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the...
Menu narration option is set. Menu narration option is set to off.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with to the play. FIU will line up to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Snap it to the back. Finding open areas. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Davis will throw. Rushes on him. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
When you see them there taking a shot, I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, you've got to take shots. That one fell incomplete. They should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Carter.
Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Knocked out of bounds at the 29. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his man. It's Gilmore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. FIU pushing tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends.
Got a little room. Wide open. It's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Davis looking to pass. With the catch, it's Gilmore. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Gilmore. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He leaves it with the back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. Breaks into the open. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. Split backs here. Gives it on the option. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops the throw. Makes the catch. It's Gage. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Davis will throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. FIU will line up to punt.
And now it's 4th down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
He unleashes a long one. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's 2nd and long. Davis looking to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Gilmore. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. With the catch, it's Harper. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. FIU pushing tempo. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. Never a doubt. It's our forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends. Stopped at the 47 after a gain. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Davis will throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around. Looking left. He's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception. Give to the running back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive 1st down play in 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the marker. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field. Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No sir, no mas, get it together. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown ball! That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's
going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And they did tack on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
It's a seam wide open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pull it on the read. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Handoff to the single back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Pocket breaking down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Davis looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Oh, they're after him. The sure hands, it's Gilmore. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So here is the Tennessee offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Brings it in down the left side. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage? That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running into the open space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. But now, time for the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea... Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. He'll do it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. A little release to the back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From the gun, running back on the move. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds space on the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
FIU will line up to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Direct snap. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Carpenter. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
All right, let's get it.
They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. It's picked off and another empty drive. Attack! They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
These teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world.